So the thing that you're trying to do is gonna take confidence. Trust me. You're inside the Mom Stuff Coffee Shop, a YouTube channel dedicated to lifestyle, helping you get back up again in parenting, business, and life. Around here, we talk about a lot of self-development, self-care, and getting back up again when life has somehow fallen apart a little bit. I am your host, KK Smith, and welcome to the Mom Stuff Coffee Shop. If this sounds like your cup of coffee, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. We're going to talk about confidence and how to have more of it. I'm going to give you 7 tips of how to gain more confidence and execute anything in your life. The first tip I have for you is get in that exercise. Friends, at one point in my life, I was teeter and tottering all over the place with exercise. But you have to get exercise on your calendar because exercise brings us so much more energy, so much more endorphins throughout our body. Exercise is going to get that blood pumping. And if you start your day off with exercise, you'll already be ahead of the game. So tip number 1 is have more exercise in your life, whatever that means for you. I cannot run a marathon yet, but I do walk. Every time I used to go to the gym, I used to injure myself. But I do get out in the mornings and I get my burst of exercise. And friends, it gives me so much energy. So exercise is a great clue to starting your day with confidence. The next tip I'll give you is declarations. So what are declarations? You start your day with declaring your day. For instance, I am more than a conqueror. I can do anything. I might have issues today, but I am more than able to conquer each one. Write down 10 declarations that you can go by every day. You look at yourself in the mirror and you declare to yourself whatever you want your day to look like. Friends, this gives us instant confidence while driving to work, before we go into work, before we go into a big meeting, something that's going to scare us. We need to start having declarations that we can go to instantly. Whether you keep them on your phone, in a notebook, in a planner, start having your own declarations and write them out individually. These are for you. They should pertain to your life, your career, your goals. Another big tip I will give you to having confidence is to look good. Friends, I had lost this one. At one point in my life, I was feeling so overwhelmed and not myself till I completely stopped taking care of myself. Yes, I'll admit it, to help you with your life. And guess what? When I started looking better, I started feeling better. Whatever that looks like for you. If you got to put on a wig, girl, grab your wig. If you have to put on some makeup, grab your makeup. Now, I don't really wear makeup a whole lot, but I've noticed lately that when I put on a little bit of makeup, I have a little bit more confidence. A lot of times I like to be barefaced and the natural look. And actually, my husband loves me to have the natural look too. But when I spruce it up and I put on a little bit of makeup, guess what? It adds instant confidence. And for the guys, if that means that you're going to have to buy yourself a whole new wardrobe, if that means that you're going to have to go out and get some cologne, freshen up, get in the gym, build up your muscle tone, whatever that looks like for you, start with looking good. Because if you look good, you feel better. And when I say looking good, I'm talking about complete self-care. Give yourself a facial, give yourself a manicure, soak your feet. My sister and I used to go to the mall every Saturday and we would purchase our personal items and come back home and watch movies and just do a bunch of self-care. And it led to us looking good and feeling better and having more confidence. So don't skip this tip. Look good on purpose. Another tip I will give you, especially in the day and age that we're living in today, is to develop your skill. Whatever that skill is for you. That skill could be public speaking, That skill could be cooking. You want to start your own restaurant, whatever that is for you. Develop that skill. Oftentimes we're just jumping out there, jumping the gun, and we don't have a clue. You know how I know this? Because I've done this myself on so many levels. I've had a great idea and I didn't even research. I just had the idea and I just went full steam ahead. And guess what? I ran into a wall because I did not develop my skills. So over the years, I've learned when you develop that skill, not only are you going to be more confident, but you're going to operate in excellence because you know exactly what you're talking about. So to have more confidence, develop that skill. Whether you have to take classes, whether you have to go to seminars, whether you have to go to whatever, develop that skill. The next tip, friends, that has helped me enormously is not only developing that skill, but doing a task. Do the task daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever you have to do to develop your confidence. I'll give you an example. When I was writing my book, Awakening Unleashed, 2 years in the making. Yes, it was 2 years. Because first, I knew I wanted to write a book. Then I had to develop the skill. Then I had to start moving to a weekly task, a daily task. And then with that day, I had to execute steps throughout that day. So whatever you're trying to do, you have to develop a habit of executing daily, weekly, monthly. And that, friends, will give you not only more confidence, but it's going to give you structure to whatever you're trying to do. The next thing I will tell you, friends, you have to pick up a new friendship. And you're not going to believe who this friend is. This friend is failure. Yes, failure can be your friend. And here's why. Failure is going to teach you a couple of things. Failure is going to teach you need more work on that. Failure is also going to teach you this is not something that I am really good at. Expose things in you that you might have not known, but a lot of times we're running from failure. We think failure is final. Failure is really not final until we stop trying. So become friends with failure and it will build your confidence. I know this sounds backwards, but trust me and try it for yourself. I began to see things within myself that I failed at. I asked myself, did you try hard enough? Did you execute another plan? Or did you just stop trying? And when I got back up again and started executing another plan, I began to feel more confident. Bring your trusty friend failure along your life journey. This will give you more confidence. Friends, another tip is enjoy the journey by not being attached to the outcome. This is such a great spiritual practice. I read this probably about 10 years ago. By not being attached to the outcome, you do not disappoint yourself. And what do I mean by this? I mean that if you're trying to do a task and you say, okay, I'm going to get up today and I'm going to run 10 miles. That is a lofty goal. And some of you out there absolutely can reach that goal. But some people are not going to reach that goal immediately. Why not say today, I'm going to get up and I'm going to exercise. I'm going to shoot for 10 miles. But if you hit 7 miles, you're still going to reward yourself. You're still going to be happy that you had effort. By not being attached to the outcome, it brings us more confidence. Also, by not being attached to the outcome, it brings us more joy in our lives because we can move from expectation and beating ourselves up to checking things off our list with confidence, and we'll be glad that we even showed up for ourselves to even try. So friends, thank you for stepping inside the Mom Stuff Coffee Shop and check out other videos on self-development, self-care, lifestyle. This channel basically talks about everything. And this is where you too can get back up again and thrive in your life. Thank you. I'm KK Smith.